Rental gardens come in all shapes and sizes, from balconies and windowsills to larger spaces with a lawn and borders. Any outdoor space offers an opportunity to learn new skills, trial what plants you like to grow, and develop your styles and tastes. Taking opportunities. Many rental spaces, especially in cities, have only a small amount of outdoor space with little or no access to open soil. But this can be an advantage in disguise. New gardeners may find large spaces overwhelming, especially if time and budget are not readily available, whereas it's possible to achieve striking results with fewer plants on a smaller scale. If your new outdoor space is small or awkwardly shaped, use this as an opportunity to get creative with your planting and design choices and break away from traditional ideas of what a garden is supposed to look like. You'll find plenty of ideas to help you in the following chapters. If you're fortunate enough to have moved into a place with plenty of outdoor space, a number of the following projects will give you scope to experiment and, depending on how long you plan to stay, to make small or large changes. Temporary enjoyment. Perhaps one of the main differences between renting and owning a garden is knowing that your time looking after the space will be relatively short. For some, that might be a few years, for others a matter of months. In this book you'll find gardening ideas and projects for a range of spaces and situations. Chapters are based around different tenancy lengths, and these chapters are only a guide. However, many of the ideas will suit longer or shorter tenancies too. A portable garden. As a rental gardener, you may find yourself asking, can I take that with me when I move? What am I happy to leave behind? The obvious solution is to make the most of containers. A vast amount of gardening can be achieved in pots, including homegrown crops, trees, and even water features. If you're lucky enough to have access to open soil, make the most of it, either with short-lived bedding plants or longer-lasting perennials. When the time comes for you to move, you may be able to dig up some perennials and shrubs and put them into pots to take with you. But while it's worth thinking about what you can take when you leave, consider also what you can leave behind for the next tenants. Just as you might have appreciated inheriting a little greenery when you moved in, or enjoyed the surprise of seeing bulbs emerge from the borders in spring, the new tenants may well appreciate the results of your efforts too. Plants and more. A key part of your rental garden will be the plants, but adding lighting and furniture will also contribute to making the space feel more like your own. Keeping your landlord happy. A tenant that actively wants to care for their garden or outdoor space is surely good news for any landlord. Even so, be sure to keep them in the loop or ask for permission for significant changes. Start a conversation. When it comes to garden design, many landlords will have different priorities to their tenants. Some may be keen to keep their properties, including outdoor spaces, looking neutral, so they can appeal to a wide range of tenants. Others may fear damage caused by their tenants' changes, or worry that new plants will grow untidy and unsightly over time. Arrange a conversation with your landlord to outline your plans and ask about their preferences and find out if there are features they do not want to be changed. Share images of plants or drawings so that they can picture your ideas and emphasize that you're intent on caring for the space and making it look more beautiful. Reassure them that you're creating something that can please everybody, you, your landlord, and possible future tenants. Don't be afraid to ask them to chip in either, especially when the costs are maintenance related. As part of my plans for improving my rented garden, my landlord agreed to repair a broken fence and paint an external wall. Work in progress. Landlords do not want to be left with unfinished building works after you've moved out, or plants that become invasive. Do your homework and only improve what is there with minimum hassle or input from them. If your landlord does agree to major changes, don't start any project you can't complete before you leave. You'll just create a headache for the next tenant and possibly make it difficult to reclaim all of your deposit.